How do the fastest SaaS companies grow? SEO, LinkedIn, YouTube, or cold email? In this episode, we will discuss the top 10 growth strategies for SaaS businesses and how you can get that predictable revenue to scale to the moon. We will cover which strategy is best to start with and is easier to execute, and which strategy takes time to execute but can result in really strong results for your business if you're patient. Intro. What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. I'm Alexej and I help SaaS founders scale. The topic of growth strategies is super close to my heart. As an investor in multiple SaaS businesses and having looked at more than 500 tech businesses, this topic is what makes or breaks your business. If you're new to this channel, welcome. I drop an episode once a week with insights from companies we work with, venture-backed, private equity-owned, or bootstrapped SaaS businesses all around the world. So in this episode, I'm going to walk you through the top 10 strategies which we see as the most effective growth strategies for SaaS businesses. At the end, I will discuss how they all compare in terms of difficulty of execution, speed of execution, and budget required to run that strategy well. If you're excited to dive into that first strategy, go ahead and press that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Now, let's kick off our deep dive into SaaS growth marketing strategies with the powerhouse tool called webinars. Now, webinars or online seminars are not just about sharing knowledge, they're about connecting and engaging with your audience in real time. You can do your webinars via YouTube Live or do them via the Zoom webinar invite with a capped number of invitees and later publish that webinar on YouTube. Webinars do not serve as a hard sell, and usually it's much easier to get people to attend the webinar first than book a call with you when you run paid ad campaigns, for example. At NUOPTIMA, we ran more than 30 webinars with more than 5,000 attendees in total. The beauty of webinars is that you can run multiple marketing channels to it, and once you deliver on the webinar, you have quite a few book calls guaranteed. A recent startup in the UX, UI, SaaS space called Foreplay is running weekly webinars where they have thousands of attendees on YouTube. The founder is big on Twitter, so he leverages his audience and drives traffic to webinars. To leverage the audience, Zach invites well-known speakers in the UX UI community and addresses really timely and hot topics. Other ways to run traffic to a webinar is using the paid ads traffic from Google or LinkedIn or paid retweets from Twitter. You just need to find the way which works best for you. For us, after trying various channels, LinkedIn works well. We ran LinkedIn ads to our sign-up page and had a retargeting campaign in place to get numbers up. Doing webinars well means blending strategy with execution. Many SaaS firms harness webinars to showcase their expertise and deepen customer engagement. Take HubSpot, for example. They regularly host webinars on topics ranging from CRM to email marketing and SEO best practices to lead nurturing strategies, drawing in thousands of participants eager to learn from the best. But they're not just sharing content, they're building a community, and the results speak for themselves. Increased lead generation, customer loyalty, and a solidified position as industry thought leaders. Like HubSpot, you can use webinars to educate and connect with your audience on a deeper level. The pros: high engagement and establishing your brand as an industry leader. The cons: they're resource intensive and have a time-bound reach. But the potential impact, immense. Next on our arsenal for SaaS growth strategies is none other than YouTube, the video sharing giant where visual content reigns supreme. 72% of consumers prefer video marketing over text marketing. YouTube is the second biggest search engine after Google, and Google owns YouTube. Given how strong YouTube's domain authority is, when you post a video on the topic which has a lot of search volume, your YouTube video might actually rank on Google search higher than most of the websites and blog posts. We ran a YouTube webinar for SaaS businesses where we evaluated YouTube channels such as giant ones like HubSpot, Ahrefs, smaller ticket ones like EvaBot or EveB for Etsy, hybrid personal brand channels such as the one from vidIQ, and personal founder channels such as Brian Dean's Explosive Topics. We showed how many roads lead to Rome. Bottom funnel type content and top funnel type content, any channel can do really well. The link to the webinar is below if you missed it. In short though, with audiences spending more time on YouTube than ever, it's a goldmine for SaaS companies looking to expand their reach. But YouTube's magic doesn't stop with views. It's the type of content that lives on, transforming into bite-sized shorts for social media and enriching our blogs for that SEO boost. Mastering YouTube is an art. It's about striking the perfect balance between informative and captivating content. Look at how giants like Salesforce and Slack engage with the audience with tutorials and success stories, setting the bar high. The pros: unmatched exposure and the ability to repurpose content across platforms. The cons: it demands time, resources, and consistency for the algorithm to reward you. Now, if you learned something from that video already, and if you are still watching this, chances you are, which is amazing, please smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. It really helps us grow and do more content for you. Let's continue. Let's talk SEO, our third strategy, search engine optimization. It's the art and science of making your website a magnet for search engines and, more importantly, your potential customers. But there are plenty of myths out there. Ever heard that one about AI generated content magically boosting your traffic overnight, or writing aimlessly and expecting conversions to follow? Let's bust those myths today. SEO is a marathon, not a sprint, requiring a deep understanding of your ideal customer profile and a strategic approach. Doing SEO right means mastering a few key areas, pinpointing the right keywords, optimizing every page from titles to meta descriptions, and crafting content that specifically speaks directly to your audience needs. And let's not forget the power of backlinks, acting as an endorsement from the web's vast universe. If you want to learn more about SEO, we ran webinars on how to leverage AI in SEO and how to outrank your competitors on Google, even if they have much stronger domain authority than you have. If you want us to have a look at your website, please click on the link below and we will send you a free audit of your website. One more secret with SEO and YouTube, the other growth strategy we discussed just now. When you embed your YouTube video in your blog post, it makes the page rank much more as well. When I recorded a video on category leadership and category design, our blog page got on page 1 on Google and hasn't left since. The upside of SEO: enhanced visibility in a cost-effective way to attract traffic. The challenge, depending how competitive your niche is, it could be a long game, requiring patience and adaptability to an ever-changing search engine algorithm. If you're lucky though, you might be in a space where most of your competitors use paid ads or social media, in which case you could start ranking on your high-converting keywords and product pages within a month or two. Ready to level up your SEO? Grab your free SEO checklist in the description below and start climbing those search engine ranks. LinkedIn organic is our next topic. When we talk about supercharging your SaaS growth, we can't skip the powerhouse that is organic social media marketing. Think social media is just for kids dancing on TikTok? Think again. We're crafting highly targeted, curated content on platforms like LinkedIn, where the audience is broader and more business focused than you might think. Mastering LinkedIn means engaging your audience with content that it's not just informative, but also sparks conversations. It's leveraging insights from social listening to stay ahead of industry trends and customer needs. An inspiring example comes from the team at Carta, a cap table management tool. Their team constantly releases amazing infographics and statistics on the latest fundraising rounds, how much percentage founders gave away, and where the latest trends are. This builds trust with their potential customers and educates the existing customers on various new product features Carta is rolling out. Important to note that engagement on posts from personal profiles is 5 times higher than posts from company profiles. This is why it's really important for your team to build their personal brands as well. Having said that, LinkedIn ads and thought leadership posts is a strategy you run from your business account. The better your personal profiles are, the better the strategy works though. The upside of LinkedIn social media marketing: a vast audience of professionals ready to engage and the chance to build a community of brand advocates. The challenge: it demands your time and patience to cultivate that organic reach and keep engagement flowing. Next, let's dive into a strategy every SaaS marketer needs in their arsenal: email marketing. Specifically, we're zoning in on outbound efforts, reaching out before they reach in. Ever wondered if there's a secret recipe to avoid becoming just another spam in the inbox? Well, you're not alone. The secret sauce: segmentation and automation. Tailor your messages to fit the audience preferences, behaviors, and let automation tools handle the timing. Keep a keen eye on those KPIs, open rates, click-throughs, and conversions to continually refine your strategy. Consider MailChimp a beacon of growth in the SaaS world, leveraging email marketing not just for their own expansion, but empowering millions to connect with their audiences more effectively. Streak CRM is another great example of email marketing where they have automated sequences of up to 7 emails going out with different intervals and different messages going out based on how you reacted to the emails. They're an example on how email marketing is more than just sending messages. It's about building relationships. It can be annoying, but it can also be very effective. The pros: direct engagement with your audience. The cons: cross the line and your spam. Plus, it demands a chunk of your time. Important to know that you can drive quite a few of the email marketing strategies also on LinkedIn, but that's a topic for another day. Depending on your product, you can also run some of that type of outreach on SMS or WhatsApp Messenger. Just be careful, don't use your personal WhatsApp as it might unfortunately get banned. Let's dive into Google Ads now. Paid advertising propels visibility and drives targeted traffic. But do you ever feel clicking confirm and your ad spend could be the fastest way to empty your pockets? It can be. It's not the easiest channel to master for SaaS businesses. We run paid ads for quite a few SaaS businesses, and the crucial part is that you want to optimize your landing pages first and test with very little budget first what the conversion rates are. Once you have that, and ideally once you also have your inbound email marketing set up and your CRM set up, you can increase the budget on that channel. The other cool thing with Google Ads and the big traffic you suddenly get is that you can add retargeting on Google or even on LinkedIn. LinkedIn's capabilities in combination with Google Ads do quite well. A topic for a B2B enterprise marketing strategies video I will cover maybe in the future. The key to winning at Google's paid advertising strategy is creating compelling ad copy, eye-catching visuals, and smart targeting. Remember, it's not just about spending, it's about investing where you'll see real returns. Slack's meteoric rise is partly credited to its savvy use of paid advertising, skillfully combining engaging ads with sharp retargeting and targeting to captivate and convert its audience. Pros: instant visibility and laser-focused targeting, but be aware the cons include the potential for high costs and the need for expertise on many other fronts to navigate these waters effectively. Now let's tackle referral marketing, another of these SaaS marketing strategies. It's all about turning satisfied customers into brand ambassadors. Mastering referral marketing means creating a program that rewards both the referrer and the newcomer. It's about adding real value to experience with your product. Take Dropbox, for example. Referral program was a game changer for them, offering extra storage to both parties, skyrocketing their user base. The pros: trust levels are through the roof and it's incredibly cost effective. The cons: it relies heavily on having an engaged user base already and balancing the cost of incentives. One point where VCs tend to provide a lot of value is referral marketing. A lot of the times they introduce or refer companies from their portfolio to other companies in their portfolio, and that is a really good strategy as well. Now let's go into influencer marketing. Let's move on to a dynamic strategy transforming SaaS growth. It's all about harnessing the power of industry leaders to elevate your brand. The key here is to partner with influencers who embody your brand values and connect with your target audience. Authentic collaborations that benefit both parties and their audiences are crucial for success. A super interesting example is the latest teaming up of Alex Hormozi with Skool. If you do not know who Alex Hormozi is, please leave this channel. Just Joking. Alexej has 5 million followers across various channels such as Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and his podcast. He's also the author of 2 amazing books, which I highly recommend you read: 100 Million Offers and the latest one, 100 Million Leads. His audience loves him. He recently invested in School, a community management platform for coaches. The day after he invested, he started promoting that software on all of his channels, and guess what? Sign-ups for the software just went to the moon. Now, what's the upside of influencer marketing? Your brand's reach and credibility soar, tapping into new audiences with trust already built in. The catch with influencer marketing: it might be quite expensive paying some of the top influencers, and it's really hard to test it in advance. One way is to get an influencer is to get them to invest on more favorable terms, or get options in your business where they only convert into shares once certain milestones are hit. Now, the next strategy is cold calling. This strategy is one that's often misunderstood, yet it is incredibly potent for SaaS growth. Cold calling is all about reaching out to potential customers out of the blue. It's seen as an old school by some, but when done right, it's a goldmine for certain companies. Success in cold calling hinges on thorough research and a personalized approach. Tailoring your pitch to address the specific needs and pain points of each prospect can significantly increase your chance of engagement. On my podcast, SaaS Minds, I interviewed the founder of ZenMaid, Amar Ghosh. He used this strategy to bootstrap his business to $2.5 million in ARR. When you listen to the podcast, he explains his strategy, and it's really mind-blowing how much success he had. And the pros, of course, of cold calling is direct engagement with potential customers, offering immediate feedback and the chance to address questions and concerns. The negatives of cold calling: it's really good for product-led growth SaaS, but to be honest, enterprise SaaS might actually struggle with that strategy. Now, let's move on to events. The event strategy can be you organizing an event yourself, like Dreamforce by Salesforce and Shopify Unite by Shopify, where giants like Salesforce have transformed their Dreamforce conference into an ecosystem of learning, networking, and growth, setting a benchmark really for what events can achieve. Or the Shopify Titan in the e-commerce world, the annual Shopify Unite conference is a masterclass on how to magnify the impact of an event. By bringing together influencers, experts, and successful store owners, Shopify transcends the traditional event format, turning it into a global platform for innovation, learning, and networking. The other way to leverage events, of course, is just to attend industry events. You can go to mixed events such as the Sifted Summit in London or TechCrunch Disrupt in San Francisco, or go to specific industry events, for example, on cybersecurity. With the event strategy, another founder who did super well is David Turner, the founder of Inverse Payments, which Duck Creek acquired, now backed by Vista Equity. You can find in the link below the interview on SaaS Minds, the podcast. But in short, as an enterprise SaaS business in the payments industry, they got their first clients by speaking and going to industry events on payments. In the diverse world of SaaS marketing, it's clear that not all strategies are created equal. Often, it's also very hard to attribute a sale to one specific channel, and often it's a multi-channel attribution event. The more channels you run, the more brand awareness you have, the more the potential customer heard of you, and the more likely it is the potential customer will book a call with your team or buy your software. Depending on the product you're selling, I would even argue that the more the customer saw you before the customer booked a call with you, the easier the sales call will be, especially if you provided value to the potential customer along the way. Now, we discussed my favorite 10 growth strategies in SaaS. However, I promised you the discussion on speed versus difficulty versus budget. So let's touch on that right now. So to put all these strategies in perspective, webinars are quick to run and fairly easy to set up. The budget can be very small if you just run email marketing campaigns and promote your event organically on your LinkedIn. If you run big Google ads and LinkedIn ads and retargeting campaigns, that channel can be quite expensive too. Having said that, it's a strategy which should be one of the first ones in your repertoire. Now, YouTube and SEO, though powerful, both are more like marathons, not a sprint. It requires a significant investment of your time and resources, with the payoff being long-term, but can give you sustainable growth. The best way to think about YouTube as a channel and SEO as a channel is like CapEx, capital expenditure. You invest in your domain as an asset, but you get the results in future. In terms of the type of content, it can be complex, especially if you have a highly technical product or a highly technical audience. The cost side is highly dependent on the volume and quality of content you're looking to produce, both written and video. With SEO, it's good to start early though, especially once you know your audience and the keywords to rank for, and of course, you know who to talk to if you need help on that. Now, LinkedIn as an organic channel, it's also rather a slow channel to give you results. However, it's very easy to start doing it and it doesn't require much budget. Outbound email and cold calling sit in the middle. They demand more effort and time to refine, but can be adjusted to fit budget constraints, striking a balance between investment and return. The setup to run outbound email might take a while, as you need to get a lot of email domains, warm them up so you don't burn your main domain. And that might result in most of your emails going to spam, of course. So because you don't want that to happen, that might take a while to set up. Now, referrals as a channel are quick and easy, offering a low-cost route to new leads. That's where speed, ease, and budget align, making referrals a no-brainer for easy momentum. Influencer marketing can probably be the costliest channel of all of them, and it's probably the hardest one to get right. From understanding who the influencers are, who of them would promote your product the best, and then finding them and getting the contract set up with them is really difficult. Monitoring the execution and making sure that you maximize your reach is not an easy skill. But if done right, it can be a goldmine. Now, events are a balanced channel as well. Attending events is quite easy and fairly quickly, but sponsoring events can be costly depending on the event and whether you want to be a gold sponsor and have a big stand or be a speaker. Your marketing journey should start where speed, difficulty, and budget align with your immediate goals. Begin with the low-hanging fruit like referrals, webinars, and organic posts, then strategically navigate through the spectrum, optimizing and scaling based on how much cash you have available and how much time you have to show the results of your work. So to summarize, the 10 growth strategies for SaaS companies are webinars, YouTube, SEO, social media, in particular LinkedIn, email marketing, Google Ads, referral marketing, influencer marketing, cold calling, and last but not least, events. Feeling overwhelmed by the array of marketing strategies we've explored? Wondering how to kickstart your journey or elevate your current efforts? You're not alone. And the good news are you don't have to navigate this complex landscape by yourself. NUOPTIMA is not just strong, it's vast with deep expertise in executing the very strategies we've discussed. From SEO to paid ads on Google and LinkedIn, we converted traffic you are getting into book calls and ultimately customers. We don't care about traffic, we care only about attributable revenue. This is how we won the awards we won, and that's how we doubled our agency in size every year since we launched. Imagine having a dedicated partner to help you sift through these options, pinpointing the perfect starting point based on a thorough analysis of your competitors and market landscape. Together, on a call, we can map out a tailored strategy that combines these powerful tools in the most effective way for your SaaS business. As an investor, I thought I knew everything and I thought we were the smartest guys in the room. But it's only after becoming a founder myself, raising capital, scaling businesses, and working with so many other founders that I really understood how to get predictable revenue and how to decide which strategy works best. Having worked with so many SaaS businesses, amazing founders, great CMOs, and many heads of growth, I got a great insight into what strategies work and what strategies might not be the right fit for you. Let's join forces to transform these strategies from concepts into concrete results. Just pick a time and date from the link in the description and book a call. I drop an episode like this with strategies and concepts for your tech business once a week. Please hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you'll get notified every single time I release an episode. If you have a fellow founder, if you have a team member, if you're a part of a Slack group, Telegram, or WhatsApp group with other founders that could get value from this video, please share this video with them. I want to help as many SaaS founders as possible to scale their business. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I'm Alexej and I will see you at the next episode.